This car actually came to me by chance, actually. It wasn't something that I went out to find. It was sort of a, I guess a gift. It was meant to happen. It was an old client of mine. It was his mother's car. Her husband had a Rolls Royce and he wouldn't allow her to drive his Rolls Royce. So what she did, she went over to England to buy a Daimler, and she picked the tree out and knocked the tree down, put the timber in the car. She passed away, unfortunately, and the son offered the car to me, which I gladly took on to the stable. They're not worth a lot of money, but they're great. It's a great provenance and a great heritage, and something that I'm very proud to own. It is an Australian vehicle. Might have been made in England, but it was actually a vehicle that was bought by an Australian for Australia. So it's a bit of Australian motoring history, and I'd like to share that with as many people as possible. This is the last engine and gearbox that Daimler made themselves, so it's a pretty special model, although it's in a Jaguar Mark II body, so, so it's got a good combination. I've got a vehicle that was pretty much original. The only things that I've had to do to it is change a water pump, get the cooling system sorted, because it's all cast iron blocks, those things, they rust away internally. People say, oh, why have you got 3 cars and a bike? And it's not because I want to keep collecting different cars. I drive them for different reasons. The Daimler, for example, is, I don't know, if you're feeling regal one day, you jump in the car and off you go. I take the family out and they love it. The leather, the smell of the interior of an English car that's original is like a fine wine. It's just beautiful. And I love jumping in that car. I keep the windows up on purpose just so I can jump in and smell that leather interior. It hasn't been seen in any show in its whole 40 years. Because it is English, but it is motoring history. It's Australian motoring history. Might not be a HQ or a big V8 Ford, but it's part of, it's spent all its life here in Australia by an Australian.